All right, horror fans, buckle up for a spine-chilling tale. Imagine a group of teenagers out for a night of thrill and adventure, stumbling upon an old, decrepit house on the edge of town. They'd heard the stories, of course, but who believes in ghost stories, right? The place looked like it had been abandoned for decades. Broken windows, peeling paint, and an eerie silence that made the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. They dared each other to go inside, and naturally they did. It was all fun and games until the door slammed shut behind them. Suddenly, the air grew cold, and the echo of their laughter faded into an unsettling silence. They tried to brush it off, convincing themselves it was just the wind. But then they heard it. Footsteps, slow, deliberate, coming from the upstairs. Their hearts pounded as they crept up the creaky stairs, each step louder than the last. At the top, they found a long, dark hallway lined with closed doors. One of them, the bravest, or maybe the most foolish, reached for a doorknob. It was ice cold. The door creaked open, revealing an empty room save for an old rocking chair in the corner, gently swaying back and forth. No wind, no open windows, just that chair, moving on its own. They bolted, rushing down the stairs, but the house had other plans. The front door was locked, refusing to budge despite their desperate attempts. And then, the whispers began. Soft at first, almost like a breeze, but growing louder and more insistent. They couldn't make out the words, but the tone was unmistakable, angry, accusing. In a panic, they scattered, searching for another way out. One of them found a cellar door. It was their only hope. They yanked it open and rushed down into the darkness, hoping for an escape. But instead of freedom, they found an old, forgotten crypt. The air was thick with the smell of decay, and the walls were lined with cobwebs. And then they saw it. A shadowy figure standing in the corner, watching them with hollow eyes. That was the last straw. They charged back up the stairs, and miraculously the front door finally gave way. They burst out into the night, gasping for breath, vowing never to speak of what they'd seen. And the house? It still stands, waiting for the next curious souls to wander in. Are you brave enough? Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes it's best to leave the ghost stories alone. Until next time, stay spooky.